In this video, we are going to be talking about 12 important Microsoft Excel tips and tricks you should know. My name is Joseph. Welcome to Episode Tech, a channel where I show you your roadmap to tech excellence. Let's begin. Number one, flash fill. We have this data set that we wanted to work with. So we wanted to get the data for each of the students by splitting it according to the department, year, program type and matriculation number. So now we are going to use flash fill to fill it to the last student here. Now we are going to have it selected, then come to fill, click on flash fill, then it's going to fill it to the down side. Now let's move on. Then we are going to enter the year. Once you enter the year, come to fill, click on flash fill. It's going to fill it down. Let's do it for the program type as well. Then you are going to write FT, then you are going to have it selected. Once you have it selected, come to fill, click on flash fill. As you can see, it's very fast. Then you are going to come to the matriculation number. Then the first student matric number is 21. Then once you have it selected, you are going to come to fill, click on flash fill. Then it's going to fill it down up to the last student. As you can see, this is a better way to split data sets. As you can see, we have been able to use flash fill to get the data set for each of the headings based on department, year, program type and the matric number using flash fill. You can use flash fill to do anything you wanted to do. Number two, moving data to another column. We have this data set and we don't want it to be here anymore. We wanted to move it to this area. So how can we do it? All you need to do is to have everything selected. Once you select it, then place your mouse to the bottom area like this until you see your cursor changes. For instance, this is the way your cursor looks like before. This is a selection tool. Then move it to the down area along the line here. So it is going to change to move to. Once it's changed to move to, then you can now drag it and move it to any area you wanted to move it to now. I'm going to drag it so that you can see how it works. So I'm going to place it here. Then you are going to see, as you can see, it has been moved from this side to this side. That's the fastest way to do it. So all you need to do is just to make everything align properly and you are done. Number three, auto adjust column. As you can see, these data sets are not fitting properly. So the text are not showing in full. How can we make it to show in full? Like this one, we have average, but we can't see it all in full. We have 2 here, but the 2 is not shown properly. Likewise, we have S here, but the S is not showing. Now, let's see how we can make everything align properly by adjusting the column automatically. So in order to do that, you are going to place your cursor here. So you are going to see that your cursor changes from selection to this icon. Can you see? So once it has changed to this one, then double click on the section. It's going to auto fit automatically. Can you see? Then you are going to come to this area as well, double click on it. As you can see, it has been adjusted. Then you come to this next section, double click on it. It's going to adjust accordingly. So you come to this section as well, double click on it. As you can see, then come to this section, double click on it. As you can see, everything is now well and properly arranged. Number four, how to rename worksheet. We have this new worksheet here that I wanted to rename so that we can know each time we come back to it. Maybe we have multiple worksheets that we have added, just like we have sheet 1, sheet 2, sheet 3. When each time we are working on it, we can simply rename it. For instance, now I want to rename sheet 3. You can rename any one of them. Just click on it, then you right click. You are going to see this option, rename. Then you are going to rename it according to any of your desired name. For instance, let me just rename it like tutorial. As you can see, it has been renamed. Once you are done renaming it, just click enter on your keyboard and the name will change automatically. So that is how you can rename your worksheet in Microsoft Excel. Number 5, count blank. So we are going to be using the count blank function to know the number of missing cells here. As you can see, not all the cells are complete. Like this one, we are having some missing value here, 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 and here. So all in total, we wanted to know the number of missing cells. So in order to do that, we are going to use a function called count blank. Now we are going to come to any section you wanted it to appear. We are going to type equals count blank, open bracket. Then you are going to select the range of values that you wanted to count the blank spaces. Then you are going to close the bracket again. Once you close the bracket, you press enter on your keyboard and it's going to count the total blank cells for us. As you can see, it is telling us that the total blank cells, that is the cells without number, altogether are 12 in numbers. So as you can see, this is 12. So let me make it bold so that you can see it properly. Let me increase the font size as well. We have 12 in total. That is, we have 12 blank cells here. So that is the function of count blank. Number 6, conditional formatting. We have this data set I wanted to work with. As you can see, we have the student list based on the first test, second test, and the exam. So now we only want to work with the first and second text. That is, we wanted to use conditional formatting to determine the student with the highest score and the student with the lowest score. How can we do it? All you need to do is to highlight all the data set that you wanted to use, then come to this section, click on conditional formatting, then select color scales. Then I'm going to use this second one. You can use any of the following and they work either in ascending or descending order. Feel free to use any one based on your preference. I'm going to use this one. So as you can see now, immediately I click on it, the color changes. So now it is telling us based on the color that the one with the blue has the highest score. The student with the light red has the medium score, while the student with the deep red color has the lowest score. So that is how you can use conditional formatting. Number 7, alt equals to. We have this data set for quarter 1, quarter 2. So we want to get the total sales for both of the quarter. Now instead of us adding it up one by one, there is a shortcut we can use to get the total sales for both quarter 1 and quarter 2. We are going to use a keyboard shortcut called alt equals to. All you need to do is to select the data set that you wanted to work with. Once you select it, then press alt equal to on your keyboard. You have the total sales. Now that you have the total sales, you are going to continue to do it for all. Then you are still going to press alt equal to after you select it. Now I'm going to press alt equals to. Alt equals to. So that is how you can use alt equal to get the total sales or to sum up range of values. Just going to do it all the way to this side. Let's assume we only have the data set for the first item here. So let me clear this one. So now since we have the data set for the first item here, then we are going to use the autofill to fill down all other data set to the bottom side here. So now all you need to do is to bring your cursor here. As you can see, your mouse cursor has changed. In order to use the autofill, you are going to double click on it, then it's going to fill it down, as you can see. So that is how you can use autofill to fill down your data set. As you can see, this place is 0. So once we sum up this value as well, the value here is going to change. This place will now be the grand total. So now in order to get it, we are going to use alt equals to get the first value. After that, we are going to fill it up to this side. Let's do it once again. So After I have it selected, I'm going to press Alt equals to on my keyboard. Then the value will change automatically. Now, in order to have all other areas filled, you can also drag it in order to auto fill it. Once you drag on it, then all other values will change automatically. So that is how you can use auto fill to add up or to make your work easier and more faster in Microsoft Excel. Number 9, sorting data. There is a way we can sort our data set in Microsoft Excel very fast. So we have this data set that I wanted to work with. You can sort either in ascending order or descending order. As you can see, we have 21 at the top. So we are going to sort it, and we are going to make 21 to appear at the bottom while 30 appear at the top. So that is how sorting work. You can sort either in ascending order or descending order. Let's highlight everything that we wanted to work with. Then you are going to come to this section where you see sort and filter. Click on it. Then you are going to see sort A to Z, which is in ascending order, or sort Z to A, which is in descending order. So we wanted to sort it in descending order. Then you are going to click on this one. Once you click on it, as you can see, we have it in reverse. Then 30 is now appearing at the top, while 21 is now appearing at the bottom. So that is how sorting works in Microsoft Excel. Number 10, filtering data in Microsoft Excel. There is a way we can filter out the data set that we wanted to work with. For instance, now maybe we don't need all the students, maybe we only need some student list. Maybe we wanted to exclude like student 3, student 6, student 9 from the list. So there is a way we can do it, and also to exclude student 12. So using filtering, we can remove some students from the list, not as if it is going to delete the student. It's not going to be deleted, but it's going to hide it for the meantime until you are ready to use it again. Now I'm going to highlight all these ones. Once I have it selected, then I'm going to click on this sort and filter. Once I click on it, then I'll click on filter. Then once I click on filter, you will see this drop down here that is appearing here. As you can see drop down, this down arrow that is appearing here. So you have to click on it, then you will see this place that everything is selected. So we are going to click on this selector to deselect everything. As you can see, it has been deselected. Then I only want some few students to appear on the list. So I'm going to select the students that I wanted to appear. I'm going to select it. So once I select it, it's going to filter it accordingly. Now, once you are okay with your selection, then you click on OK. As you can see, it has select the students that I need using filter. This is how you can use filter to select your data set that you needed to work with. So, and I have it here. And if you are done with the student, if you want to have your full list back again, then you are still going to click on the filter. Once you click on the filter, instead of this one, then you are going to click on select all. Once you select all again, then click OK. You will have all your data sets in full again. That is how you can use filter to select the number of values or data set, or to select anything that you wanted to work with. Number 11, format painter. Format painter allows you to give your data set or your value the same format or the same style. For instance now, I want all these remaining items here to have the same formatting and color as this one at the top here. Using format painter, we can get that achieved. So now, in order to do that, I'm going to select the values or the set of items that I wanted to give the same format as this one. Then I will come to this top section. As you can see, this brush, this is a brush. Then you click on it, you are going to see it is written format painter. Click on the format painter. Once you click on it, then you highlight the set of values that you wanted to apply it to. Then as you can see, everything has been changed to the same color and the same font size and to the same bold option. So that is how you can use format painter to format your data set in Microsoft Excel. Number 12, getting the highest and the lowest value in a data set. We have all these data sets. Now we wanted to know the minimum value and the maximum value, that is the highest and the lowest value. How can we get that? So in order to do that, there is a function called min and max. So in order to get the highest value for this month of January, we are going to use something called max. You are going to write equals on your keyboard, then you are going to write max, then you are going to open bracket. Then once you open the bracket, you are going to select the range of values that you wanted to work with. So I have this range of value that I wanted to work with. Then once you have it selected, you are going to close the bracket. Once you have the bracket closed, then just press enter on your keyboard. As you can see now, the highest value in the month of January is 80. So that is how you can use max function to get the highest value. Now we wanted to get the highest value for the remaining items as well, from January to February. As you can see, we only calculated the one for January, then we have all other months left. So in order to do that, we are going to use the autofill handle like I showed you previously. Just double click on it, then it's going to fill it down up to the last area. So fill handle is very handy in Microsoft Excel. So as you can see, so we have the highest value for each of the months. So now moving on, in order to calculate or to get the lowest value for each month, we are going to use a function called min. You are going to write equals to on your keyboard, min, open bracket, then once again you are going to select the range of values that you wanted to work with. Once you have it selected, then you are going to close the bracket. Once you have the bracket closed, then press enter on your keyboard. As you can see, so we have the minimum value now. If you can trace it to this point, you can see that the minimum value in the month of January is what? Is 65, and it falls under the maintenance department. So that is how you can use minimum function or min function to get the smallest value for each range of numbers or each data set. So now, since we have the first data set, that is for the month of January, we are going to calculate it up to the last month, which is December. So in order to get all other data sets, we are going to double click on this section using the fill handle. Double click on it, then it's going to fill it down to the last section. As you can see, the smallest value here is 66 for the month of December, which falls under the sales department. That is, the sales department has the lowest staff employment record for the month of December. So that's how you can use the min and the max function to get the highest and the lowest value for your data set in Microsoft Excel. If you enjoyed this video, please support my channel, show some kindness by subscribing to my channel. Also, don't forget to turn on the post notification bell so that each time I upload a new video like this, you will be the first person to be updated. See you in my next video.